Hello everyone, welcome back to the Icarus operations playthrough. I think this is about episode 6, if I'm about right. Yeah, I think we're on episode 6 now. Going to have a little run through on the operations again, and we'll just tweak the base a little bit here and there, craft a few bits, try and move up in the tech tree a little bit. See if we can advance that forward over the next episode or two. Before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you if you've already subscribed. Thank you for liking my videos so far. You're the reason I'm doing this. I want to keep doing this. So yeah, the more support, the better. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or anything you want to say, just drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. Anyway, let's get into this, shall we? Okay, so before I do anything today, I'm just gonna go around the base, just check on a few things, empty out any cooked meat, store that. Just having a think of what I need to actually do to expand my base and advance a little bit further on this tech tree. At the moment, I'm still in sort of like the Stone Age. I don't have anything electrical. I'm not using any water yet, so I want to get. At some point in the very near future, I want to get on with that. I've started over here. I've started my crop plots. I didn't realise before I started making them how expensive the iron crop plots are to make. The other issue is having to dig up the soil for them, which I was using a wooden shovel, which breaks every like 2 minutes. But yeah, eventually I want to fill that area with the plots. It's just having the resource. Need a lot of iron for it, and then I want to put the glass around it to make it like a proper greenhouse. So I actually am going to try and make some progress here with the water tools, the water pipe tool. I'm going to actually connect this up to some of the items I've got in there. I think I've got the fabricator, the glass bench and the cement mixer can all take water. So all you do is you literally run the pipe. This is the first time I've done it, by the way. Just run the pipe and you just click it. You can only have so long, so you can click it onto a section, just keep adding more sections. It's like an unlimited tool as well, and then you aim it onto the piece of equipment that you want it to connect to. And I think so long as you've got a correct flow sort of circuit, it'll work as needed. All you need to do then is top up your fuel source for the pump, and then just make sure that the output from the pump is greater than or matches the input from the machinery you're using. But we will definitely do some more on how to set up the water and the electrics a bit later on. As you would have seen there, you see that it was all highlighted. Another thing I've done is I've unlocked on the tech tree. I think it's on the hunting section. I'll double check that. You can unlock so you can see the outlines of small animals, then the next size up, then up to the bigger animals like the bears and the elephants, mammoths, when you're in stealth mode. So you can see them through the bushes or in the dark, which is quite a bonus, really, quite a perk that's worth having. All right, let's go and head on over to the operations board and see what Sol's got for us today.
The Assembly don't trust anyone, but they need help. They think they've got a lead on some exotics, and the Lagos unit's cleared you to start hunting. Congratulations. Time to see what you can dig up. What do you say? Working with the Assembly's a smart bet, and they're moving faster than anyone out here. They've marked a zone on your map. Supposed to be an exotics vein thereabouts. But it won't be there long, so I'd get a move on if I were you. And try not to come back empty-handed. One last thing. Could be worth searching the area for more exotics. Theory is they tend to cluster. It's up to you.
Right, so it looks like then they're sending me into the Arctic Glacier again. Becoming a bit of a trend, isn't it? Go out in the cold and go do something for me. So yeah, we're going to go out there. It looks like they're sending me to a cave. Got to mine some exotics. I'm guessing I won't. I don't know. Maybe, well, hopefully I get them, but yeah, either way I've got to send them up. So we'll head on over. It should be a fairly straightforward one, this, unless I get attacked by polar bears, but we'll see. Right, we're back in the cold again. Our favourite place at the moment. Oh look, there's our little shack that we had from that previous mission. Don't look too healthy though. So yeah, the cave isn't too far in here. Should be. I think it's just round here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it's here. We're coming up on it now. So I've got to go in here, I think, and then just clear it out, clear the worms out. Let's take the exotics.
This is the zone. It's around here somewhere.
Fairly straightforward. Oh, there's a couple of pieces in here. This is nice. So we'll take these few bits of exotic and then see what else we got to do after. Hopefully it's fairly straightforward.
That, my friend, is exotics. They'll want a little more than that, though.
Okay, so being out in the cold and in a cave, it's taken my stamina down to nothing. I can't mine any of the rest of this, but luckily I think I've got enough of this exotic to keep me going and finish this mission. These Arctic areas are a lot tougher and harsher, definitely. Right, we better make our way back, so I'm guessing we'll just go home, request a delivery pod, and then send them away. Oh, we made it back home. Let's request one of the drop pods in and send these exotics back up. I'm hoping we still get to keep them to spend, but I don't know. We'll see now. Okay, so that's the mission complete. Oh no, place the exotics. Send it up.
That's it, partner.
Oh yeah.
You're finished here. For now, at least.
So we do get
The
them.
assembly can be slow to trust people, but if you keep this up, you'll do well with them.
So that's good. We do get to keep the exotics after sending them back up. That's that all done. Let's get straight into another one. What we've got next.
Unio act like they're invincible, but they need a hand on the surface. They got plans for this planet, and that means boots on the ground. But those boots will need places to stay, or Icarus will eat them alive. So they want some barracks made ASAP, and they'll pay you to do it. You up for some building, friend?
Right, before we go on to our next mission, I want to show you something that I found out. I'm forever learning, but I did not know you could do this. There's like a free camera mode. You just press the 8 on the number pad, and it takes you into like a drone sort of mode. And then you can just fly it around with your directional keys and the mouse. You can also remove all the UI by pressing 9, and then you can screenshot by pressing F. So you can get some great photos of your base, your I don't know, whatever you've made, you've built, your armor, anything. You can just get some great pictures, and just the background, like you saw there, the mountains look absolutely amazing. But that's just something I thought I'd just share with you, because I did not know you could do that in this game. I always saw pictures, but I didn't realise that that was how you did it. And I never even thought to check our trusty Google on what to do there. It's a great tool, definitely.
United don't care who you are, so long as you deliver. And they're smart enough to realize they need a roof over their head down here, or bad things will happen. Their people will need beds at a minimum. Check your map and head out. Good luck, friend.
Right, okay, looks like we're going back to the Arctic again. Just says to reach the marked location. But by what Sol was saying is, it sounded like I need to build something. So I'm guessing I'm going to need to build some sort of hut with some beds or some sort of equipment in there, crafting benches or something like that. We will find out when we get there. Let's just whip over there quickly and find out. Hopefully I can do it all over there and not have to come all the way back. Oh, come on. Getting close to the area now, and I've got one of these big scorpions I want to have a go at. I never really got to fight one properly before. I think you remember the last episode, I think I got mauled by a bear when I was trying to take out some of the wildlife here. I mean, they seem quite tough and quite armoured. This gun's very slow, which I definitely need an upgrade for. But it doesn't seem to be doing much damage. And I don't know exactly where to hit this animal. Do you hit it? Like, is there a weak point? I need to work this out, figure it out. That seems to be doing more damage, but it's just, yeah, not enough. We're nearly there. Let's just kill it. I mean, lucky enough, yeah, we get there. I'll definitely going to work on that one. Maybe some armor piercing ammo or something like that. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the mission.
This is the place. Time to build.
Okay, so look at that. That's all things I don't have on me. A potbelly stove, cooking station, oxidizer, and 6 bedrolls. So I'm definitely going to have to head back to my crafting bench and get those, because I won't have the resources here either, because I guess I'm going to need iron for some of that, I'm sure of it. So yeah, I'm going to have to head right back, yeah. We'll unlock, make sure everything's unlocked on the tech tree, and then we'll, yeah, get over, get it sorted, get back and get it built.
Time to wind up. You done everything they asked. Unido's got ambitions. So you'll be looking real good to them right now.
Okay, so that's that done. Straightforward, really. Apart from all the running around. Only one thing left to do, though, is take all the fruits of my labour, I think, and then head on back. Right, we're back home, and we're just gonna dump everything that we took with us. I need to now concentrate really on doing something to the base. I want to make some glass. I want windows in my workshop. I want a greenhouse around my farm plots. So I think that might be what I do next, but I know that glass is very expensive, so it may be a case of going out to mine some either silica or going to get sand, whichever is easiest, and then we'll have a look and go from there, see what we can make with what we got. I know I've got some silica in the cement mixer, so I may have to just take that out first, actually. I also want to upgrade my rifle, because that rifle is, the bolt action rifle is just a single shot. It's a bit slow. If I go for the hunting rifle, at least then I'll have a few rounds in the chamber, which will help when I'm fighting these bigger, tougher enemies like the polar bears, which take more than one shot to kill. And I'm thinking about going for the trench shotgun as well, rather than the standard one that I've got. So yeah, we'll upgrade those as well while we're here. Okay, onto the tech tree. We need to have a look for, I think I need reinforced glass for the windows and the greenhouse area. So just going to quickly find that. So, yeah, there it is. And then I'll work out what I need for it. So we're going to need a water source, which we've got. Oh, we're going to be attacked. Let me just quickly deal with this. Right, that's that done out of the way. I think my deterrent has ran out, so I'll have to top that up as well. Back to this. Okay, so I think I saw iron, glass. I need a water source as well, which I've just plugged in. So what was it? Yeah. So iron, glass, epoxy, yeah, and I need the water turned on. There's a lot of glass per one sheet as well. Alright, enough complaining, let's just get on with it. Otherwise I'll be here all day. Oh, my mistake, it's steel, not iron that's needed, so that's even more resource. I've recently mentioned about upgrading the shotgun and the rifle as well. I think we need more power, and we need the extra ammo in the chamber with the hunting rifle, I think, as well. Yes, it's going to cost me a bit to make them, but I think they will pay for themselves fairly quickly, especially now these missions are getting a bit tougher. So yeah, we'll definitely get those created very soon. Alright, so there's the shotgun being crafted, the trench shotgun, and have a look at that being loaded up. Lovely. And the hunting rifle. See what this looks like. Very nice. Do have a little scope on it, but it will do. I don't know if you've noticed, but I get very easily distracted, and I saw that in the tech tree, so I thought I'll see what it does. Makes the unit look a lot beefier. But like I said earlier on in the series, I don't want the unit there anyway. I want it to be sat somewhere a little bit tidier, not just in the mud. So it's good to upgrade it. It makes it look cool. And then I think you can get extra missions out of it as well. Alright, back to glass. First things first, I want to make some little windows for the workshop. Mainly just for the look, isn't for nothing else. I'm hoping they don't get damaged in the storms, but we will see as we go. But it's got to look better than it was. Oh yeah, definitely. Nice little wooden trim. I know that having a gap there doesn't affect any of the equipment. I think it's just purely cosmetic to have a window put in, although the wildlife does tend to see you when you don't have anything there. So hopefully that will help stop the wolves and the Tyrannus attacking if they see me working away in the workshop. Right, that's all the windows in, apart from this one. It won't seem to snap. I think the cement mixer might be in the way, so I'm just going to pick it up, put the window in, and then stick the mixer back down. That seems to have worked a lot better. I'm just waiting for more sand to be turned to glass. In the meantime, I've been making a new oxide dissolver, the biofuel version. Reason for this was the the base got attacked at the front door, and I think one of the Terranus kicked the wall, or my Terranus kicked the wall, and completely destroyed our other oxide dissolver, the first one on the tech tree. So I thought I'd upgrade and go for the biofuel, and as we are now making biofuel, see how it goes. But it looks pretty cool. We'll see how it does on the biofuel, because if it's using too much, we may only have this for a short time and then go straight up into the electrical. I'm forgetting that you actually have to put oxide in the in the dissolver, so, and then we should be ready to go. So instead of using sulfur, it's using biofuel. Straightforward. And another upgrade for the base. Right, I spent the night out mining just because I needed some ores for this glass project that we're doing, but I think we can finally get started on the greenhouse now. So I've made a few of the reinforced glass walls. We will stick those up around the edges, and then it'll be a case of working out what we're going to do with the roof. So I don't want a flat roof. I want it to be have a slant on it, a slight gradient. And the way I've built this area is a sort of L shape, so I'm going to have to work out how to put a roof on it. So it may be that I alter the shape of my house, because I probably won't be able to get my head around how to shape the corner, the corner where the owl is. But I will work that out as I go. Another thing I've decided to do whilst I'm going to build this greenhouse is I want to take the height of the building up, because I want to have an upstairs. So I wanted to have, what I want to do eventually is have the living area upstairs, and then maybe like a trophy room or something like that upstairs, just to show off everything that I've taken down. But it'd be a case of taking up the whole of this building up one layer. So I'm going to get on with that whilst I am waiting for the glass to be made for my reinforced glass pieces. Trying to get as much done as I can in as little time as possible. So it'll be a case of just making a few more pieces. It looks like I know what I'm doing, but it'll probably all go completely wrong. And no doubt, when I take the roof off, a storm will probably appear out of nowhere. But let's see. Right, that's the inside, well, the main building done, the extra floor. I now need to look at how I'm going to do the roof of my greenhouse. So bear with me while I work this out. I want a slight gradient, and that might be the advanced glass working. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than I expected, but we finally got the extension built. I was getting a bit annoyed with how to sort the roof out of the greenhouse, but in the end it was a case of just bringing the owl shape, well, taking the owl shape out and just making it into a straight wall. But the greenhouse is now finished, and we now need to fill that up, connect the water at some point, and get the farm plots properly up into production. So yeah, I have an idea for when you come in through the front door of having like a staircase on the right hand side that goes up onto a living area, and then a doorway through above the storage area, which I could probably turn into like a trophy room area, but yeah, we'll see about that, which then leads down into the workshop. And I think I need some sort of back door as well from the workshop out, and then upstairs I'd like to have some sort of balcony overlooking the lake, and then I can stick the contact device up on the balcony just out of the way. I also may look at getting, the plan would be to have solar panels on the roof and maybe some wind turbines, because I think they could, well, depending on our need for electricity, we'll see what we can do, but I'd like to use the roof space as much as possible. Okay, let's get on with one of the operations. I think let's have a look at what we got, so we can work our way along the bottom here. I think.
They're keen to open up new regions for prospecting, so they're looking for terrain scans before they start dropping folk out of the sky. Sound like you?
Okay, so this one does sound like me. I think it's pretty much something we've done already. Gonna have to go get a radar or a scanner, take that to some different various locations, and then scan the area. Get attacked by polar bears or scorpions or Arctic wolves or something like that. And then once you've scanned the area, we'll be, hopefully, should be done. And then that will open up our next missions. So looking at the map, it looks like we've got 3 locations there, all in the Arctic Glacier again. We'll just work our way through. My guess it's going to be very straightforward, but we will see. Okay, so I'm at the Arctic Glacier now, the first point on the map. What I did do, I did go back home and sleep the night off because I didn't fancy this in the night time. But it looks like this one is just up around here on this rock or near this rock. So I'm going to have a look now and work it out. But I've got a funny feeling that it's going to be on this rock that I'm next to. So I'm going to have to build up to it. So yes, it looks like that. Need to get a view of it really. Yeah, I think I need to go up top there. So yeah, it's going to be a case of build some ramps up to the top, and then yeah, put the radar down. I imagine I should be fairly safe up there anyway. Right, I'm not sure where to start this ramp, but we'll go from here and we'll see how it goes. I'm worried it's gonna, yeah, it's yellow already, so I think we're gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna break. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it started a little bit closer. So if we destroy this and then stick the first one a little bit closer, I'm pretty sure if you leave it resting against the rocks, it should work as like a foundation. It's just getting it started. There we go. We've got our beacon marker. So let's stick it on here, fire it up, and then defend. I've already killed off a polar bear and a Tyrannus, so hopefully nothing even bothers it. Okay, that was very easy. Hopefully the next 2 are that simple. I mean, the hardest part was getting up onto the rock defensively. There was nothing to do. So let's get back down and get to the next point. Okay, here we are. I'm just gonna put the beacon down, the radar down. I'll just fire it straight up because it looks quiet, and I've killed a polar bear on the way here, so I've probably cleared the area already. Yeah, again, very straightforward. Just a couple of Arctic wolves to take down, and that was done. It was very quick. The only issue I've got now is I've got a bit of frostbite and hypothermia, so I've got I think I've got a heat patch, a heat bandage. I need to make a heat bandage for that, but I'm hoping I can get through to the next point and then out of the glacier before I die. Right, we're now at the third radar location. Let's stick that down and start it up and defend it whilst we get attacked by probably nothing. Okay, so this one's been attacked by a couple of polar bears. I'm just going to show you how I deal with a polar bear these days. So you shoot, dodge. Shoot, dodge. I mean, having these more powerful weapons does help, but it works even with the basic bow and arrow. Just never try to outrun it and never try and stand and fight it. Just shoot and dodge. Works every time. Okay, that was the end of that mission. I got my 150 Ren for my troubles. I'm going to just harvest what I can from these polar bears and then head on back to safety and warm back up because I am slowly dying from this cold. I feel like the temperature is your biggest enemy here, so you need to come prepared every time. So yeah, let's head on back home and sort ourselves out. Alright, so I'm back home and I'm just admiring my own handiwork now. I think it's starting to look like something that could be pretty good later on. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to our target of 100 subscribers, so it would be great to hit that mark on this video. If there's anything you want to see or any suggestions or anything you want to chat about, just drop it down in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.